Hey everyone, Thordan Smash here, and today we're going to be talking about the future of Apex Legends, well, in terms of its legends. We know that we just recently got Alter, but looking forward to the future, we know that the production of new legends coming in is going to slow down. We can actually only be looking forward to maybe one new legend the rest of this year, and that could be the new Artemis, or it could be Lifeline Reborn. We're going to go over those two legends, but also what happened to the scrapped ones, and then also what can we expect after that. We're also going to go ahead and give out some exotic shards. All you guys got to do is like, comment, subscribe, and you're entered for a chance to win. But without further ado, let's talk about the future of legends in this Apex Legends game. So it really shouldn't come as a surprise to a lot of you, but Apex Legends is rapidly slowing down on legend release. I mean, this is pretty obvious by the fact that heirlooms have been put on hold, but we are about halfway through the year of 2024, and we've only had one new legend, and it is a pretty cool legend, Alter. But going into the rest of 2024, there is only going to possibly be one new legend, and for sure one rework. Now, the rework everyone seems to know about. It is going to be Lifeline Reborn. I do want to be very clear, that is not coming in Season 22, which means we will not see it for the next 3 or 4 months. Season 22 is going to have the brand new district/Shuitomo map you can see right here, and possibly a new weapon and some new gameplay changes, but in terms of a new legend, that doesn't seem to be Lifeline Reborn until Season 23. Corral Rindo also confirmed this along with a couple of other leakers. We know her abilities basically at this point. Her passive is a combat revive, where it's the same as the current passive, but she can glide in the air for 1.5 seconds, which was actually a rework to 3.5 seconds by holding onto her dock drone. Her tactical, where it's the same as her current tactical, but it can follow you now and your teammates. You can command DOC, and it has physics just like in Season 3. And the ultimate, the Shockbot, which is a Shockbot 3000, where you place a destructible DOC or something that forcibly ejects enemies from the area. Bot can be destroyed, bullets can pass through, but enemies can't get inside. And seeing as Season 23 is going to be coming out in around the time of September or October, that means we probably won't get another legend this year, which is kind of crazy to think about. We're now at the point of one legend a year. That being said, we already probably know who's going to be coming right after Lifeline Reborn, and which will be the first legend of the year 2025. That's right, we're going that far in the future. There was a placeholder image found by Artemis for a legend named Artemis that was added to the files, and in Greek religion, she's the goddess of wild animals, but it's also important to know that she's also the goddess of the hunt, hence the bow and arrow. Now, this is actually pretty interesting because Artemis is a Greek goddess, and something that needs definitely being pointed out is the fact that Vantage, well, her mother's name is Xenia. Probably mispronounced that, but it is a Greek name. Her mom was also a hunter who taught Vantage how to hunt because, well, we also know Vantage is a hunter, and they are a marksman assault type class. So it's very likely, especially when we consider the fact that this will be 10 seasons past when Vantage was released, that we're finally gonna get a lore update on Vantage, and it will connect to her mom. I imagine a lot of future legends are gonna be very tied into current legends. Otherwise, we're just never gonna get to their lore. I don't even know when we're gonna touch on Ballistic, even though I think he's one of the cooler characters in the game. This is also pretty interesting because it most likely means that this is when the Scorpion crossbow that was leaked so long will come in. Since the Bowcheck bow was introduced, it came with a new weapon type with arrows, and they cluttered up the ground loot in Apex. The developers at Respawn got around this by making the Bowcheck bow a unique weapon that players can only get out of the care package. So if the crossbow was added to the game, it means that the Bowcheck would also go back on the ground, which would be great because we don't see a lot of weapon releases very similar to the way that we don't see a lot of legend releases anymore. It's about 5 seasons now between the releases of new weapons, with now possibly even 4 seasons to a year before we get legend updates. That being said, we do know a bunch of other upcoming legends still in the future. For instance, Oz let us know about Gibraltar V1, which we don't know if it is a reborn version. There's also Tinkerer, Flux, Lifeline Reborn, which we just went over, along with Cave and Artemis, which we just went over. And that leaves Flux and Tinkerer, which we seem to know nothing about. Pet theory of mine, I think it very well could be Rhapsody and Fade from the mobile version of the game. We know that now that Alter has come into the game, and yes, Alter is Cave from that list, just in case you weren't aware. They have the exact same tactical that was leaked by an original playtester called True Serum. Well, she is able to go through multiverses and bring characters and herself through them, so it would make a little bit of sense that we see eventually Fade and Rhapsody come, and their codenames are Tinkerer and Flux. That was important to know that the codenames really give us no hints whatsoever because, well, Alter is Cave. Cave has nothing to do with her abilities or gives us no hints. There were a bunch of other legends that were leaked back in Season 12. Most of them have come to the game in one form or another. You can see it right here, but the ones that have not come yet are Scryer, Uplink, Phantom, and Jester. Caliber actually became Ballistic. Conduit is obviously Conduit. Newcastle is obviously Newcastle. Catalyst is Catalyst, although it doesn't look like it there. And Phantom, a lot of people think is actually Revenant Reborn, so it's possible that that was what ended up happening there. Out of that list, the one that I would be most excited to see is actually Jester, who was a cut character from Titanfall 2. He is a phase shift pilot. More pilots in this game would be awesome because I always love the Titanfall connections. But it's always possible that he actually got turned into Blisk, which would be pretty funny because Blisk has always been leaked as an upcoming legend. You go back to the earliest leaks, and there's even one from Season 6 showing a leaked roster. And it has all the characters that would eventually come before they released, and Blisk is the only one on that list that never came. I truly do believe that Blisk will someday come to the Apex Legends game, and I do think it's pretty odd that we have not heard anything about him since I think the introduction of Valkyrie, maybe a little bit after that, but he has been gone for a very long time, which makes me think that Respawn and EA are cooking something up to have the once former leader of the Apex Predators make an appearance once again. Let me know down below, do you guys think that if they don't release a new legend, they should release a new weapon instead? And how excited are you for the new legends coming in the near future? Who are you most looking forward to seeing? Also, don't forget to check out this channel right here by my editor Novell, who does amazing Apex Legends and other types of content. And until next time, everyone, keep slaying the Outlands, and I'll see you out there.